What is up, you guys? So today's game at 5:15 p.m. Buffalo Bills at New York Jets. Who are you rooting for? So TV and streaming, TV options, ABC, ESPN. So we don't get it on ABC here in California, or if you live in anywhere in this region. I'm pretty sure if you live in the area of New York area, if you live back east, pretty sure you do get it on ABC. But on ESPN, we all get it on ESPN here. So streaming options: ESPN, ESPN Plus, Fubo, NFL Plus, Sling TV, and YouTube TV. So let's look at it. So we got Josh Allen as the quarterback, Stephon Diggs, wide receiver, James Cook, running back, Dalton Kincaid, tight end. Let's look at the Buffalo Bills, guys. Buffalo Bills. So Leonard Floyd, defensive end, Damian Harris, running back, Kyle Allen. I'm not sure what string he is, a quarterback, but he's a quarterback. This guy, Josh Allen, he's the main quarterback. Dawson Knox, tight end, Jordan Poyer, safety, Latavius Murray, running back, Dante Hardy, wide receiver, Ed Oliver, defensive tackle, Dorian Williams, linebacker, Puna Ford, defensive tackle, Matt Milano, linebacker, Khalil Shakir, wide receiver, Makai Hyde, safety, Osiris Torrance, guard, and the list goes on and on and on. So you just look at all these guys right here. It's a huge team. All the teams are huge. Now let's look at the Jets. Let's see the New York Jets. So as we all know, the New York Jets got Aaron Rodgers from where, everybody? I want y'all to comment down, but well, actually no. Google is just giving it away, guys. Google is giving it away. The Green Bay Packers. I was gonna ask you guys to comment down below which team he came from, but Google is giving it away. So he came from the Green Bay Packers, which to me was very shocking that he left the what's it called? The Green Bay Packers or the Jets. I don't know if it's because he wasn't really that good, I would say, but he was all right. You know what I'm saying? So from going from the Green Bay Packers to going to a team that kind of sucks, I don't know if that is going to help him out anyway, or if he's going to be helping out. That's like him going there to the Jets is really going to help him out in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, anyway, so then we got Dalvin, I think it's pronounced, Cook, running back. Zach Wilson. I believe Zach Wilson was the first string quarterback before Aaron Rodgers got there. And hearing the news that Aaron Rodgers was leaving the Green Bay Packers, to go to the I'll turn my microphone on. It was pretty shocking to say the least. And so I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how I want to feel right now. Quite honestly, him leaving the Green Bay Packers is kind of shocking within itself. So, but yeah, it was pretty shocking to hear the news that he was leaving the Green Bay Packers to go to the New York Jets. Like I said again, I have no clue. I don't think any of us had any clue or any clue. In fact, if if it's hurting his career by going to a team that he was sort of good on to then going to a team that sucks like really bad. We all know the Jets suck really bad. And the New York Jets is one of those teams, one of those football teams, NFL teams that can never get a good like career like winning streak, so to speak. So I don't know. I mean, the Dolphins. I would say the Dolphins. I don't think any of us should really predict the Dolphins right now after last night's game, but I was wrong. Tyreek Hill, he is killing it over there in Miami. He's killing it. As we all know, Tyreek Hill, he came from the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm still a Chiefs fan, but I would say I'm not gonna like say it fully, but Tyreek Hill being traded from the Kansas City Chiefs to go on to be on the Miami Dolphins, which again the Miami Dolphins is a team that we all know sucked for a long, long time. And I would say they killed it yesterday. They really did. They did a really good job. But that's not to say that they're going to be like that all season. We all know Tyreek Hill. For those of you that are Chiefs fan or have watched the Chiefs, you know that Tyreek Hill, he is insanely fast. He's a little guy who's like super, super fast, and like it's amazing. So, but yeah, so let's read out some of the players on here. So we got Aaron Rodgers, quarterback. I mean, Google's giving it away just from the Green Bay Packers. And then we got Dalvin Cook, running back, Zach Wilson, quarterback, which Zach Wilson, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Comment down below if I'm wrong about this, but I think that I remember watching last year the Jets as some, and if I'm not mistaken, the Jets put Zach Wilson as the first string quarterback, and then when Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Jets, I think now Zach Wilson second string, I think, and then Aaron Rodgers first string, and then we got Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, Allen Lazard, wide receiver, Breece Hall, running back, Sauce Gardner. That's an interesting first name, Sauce. Cornerback, so Sauce Gardner is a cornerback. We got Randall Cobb, he's wide receiver. Mekhi Becton, tackle. Nicole Harmon Jr., that's a familiar name. He is a wide receiver. William McDonald, I get so confused with the Roman numerals at times. We got Jason Brownlee. Will McDonald, he's defensive end. Jason Brownlee, wide receiver. Israel, I don't want to botch the name, but I'll try to say it. Appa Iban Kanda, running back. Joe Titman, center. So you got all these guys. I mean, pretty crazy, right? So let's go ahead and real quick here, guys. Let's go ahead and see if we can look at the Miami Dolphins. So Miami Dolphins. Let's look at them real quick, guys, because I want to see something here. I want to see if So what I want to see if there's anyone else that came from the Chiefs to go over to the Dolphins. Now, again, the Dolphins is one of those teams that would suck for a very, 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 very long time. And again, it's just the beginning of the football season of 2023-2024. So it's just the beginning. So it's September, so it's obviously the beginning of the season. And so let's not, jump the hoops, jump hoops. Well, I'm trying to say, but anyway, so let's not jump to conclusions here. And, we got to see how these guys do. I mean, I'm excited. The more I think about it, I'm really excited to see how they do. I'm really excited. I hate to say it, but I'm excited to see how the Dolphins do this year. this season. Now they have Tyreek Hill, who's wide receiver. He's super, super fast. And, I'm just excited overall to see how he does. So, because we're looking at different teams every week. So we're gonna like every Monday. Maybe do look at look teams up and stuff. So he's playing, who already played. So the a half hour or 45 minutes before the game starts for Monday Night Football is what we're gonna do. So it depends each week. I forget. But anyways, so this is season 1, episode 1. So anyways, I haven't been consistent with doing seasons episodes lately, but this I'm gonna make sure that I keep up with you guys. So yeah, anyway, so we got Tua Tagovailoa, who's quarterback, Tyreek Hill, wide receiver, Devon Ashani, running back, Jalen Waddle, wide receiver, Braxton Barrows, wide receiver, Raheem Mostert, running back, Mike White, quarterback. So I'm guessing Mike White, he is a second string guy because he's on here second as far as the quarterbacks go. And for those of you that may not know, so when it's like the end of August-ish, kind of, or towards the end of August, and there's the preseason games. So if you guys didn't know, I will tell you guys, and for those of you that do know, you're gonna have to hear it again. But here's the thing. So for those of you that don't know, I'll tell you guys, and for those of you, again, like I said, that do know, you guys have to hear me say it. Okay. So for those of you that did not know, that the preseason games, one, obviously the scores don't count, so so the scores don't only count. But who's playing it's the third string guys. So they have the third string guys play in the preseason games, so that way they can keep their first string and second string guys, like, of all the positions. So that way they one can keep their first string and second string guys like perfectly healthy. It's not perfectly healthy, but like I would say in football world, like perfectly healthy. But in reality, just healthy, as healthy as they can be, and so they don't get injured as well. And so that way, if any of the third string guys get hurt during preseason, it's not going to matter because the third string guys don't go out during regular season. So if they get hurt, it doesn't matter because they're not in the beat at all during the regular season. Maybe towards the end, I'm not sure. I can't remember. But they want to keep their first string and second string guys as healthy as they can be. And like I said, football world, as perfectly healthy as it can be. And so, tonight, for the Buffalo Bills, I am super excited to see what's his face? DeMar Hamlin play. He's I'm excited to see that, really. I hope you guys are as well, because of what happened last season, with what happened to him. I mean, that was something that when he collapsed on the floor, that that was really something. It was very scary, something. And all of us who watched the game, were like, wow, like, what the heck? Like, hope he's okay, and it's a long recovery, very long recovery, and he was out the rest of the season, and now he's back. So he's making it through. He's pulling through, which is amazing. So I'm excited to see him play tonight. Yeah, let's look at all these other guys here. So let's look at the Buffalo Bills again and see. Let's see, players. Where is DeMar Hamlin on here? DeMar Hamlin. Here we go. DeMar Hamlin, safety. Um, Now I know we're in football season, but I want to talk about something real quick about Fernando Tatis Jr. That is on the San Diego Padres. Something that I want to talk about, touch base here real quick, is that I was thinking about it for a while when he came back from that shoulder injury. And so, do you all remember that Fernando Tatis Jr. was a shortstop, and then after he got that shoulder injury, and then when he got clear to come back and play, he the coaches, everybody were like, "Dude, you're gonna go from being a shortstop to being a outfielder." So now he's an outfielder, and I would say that he's doing much better being an outfielder than he was a shortstop. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to make any speculations or anything like that. I'm just trying to mention that look, he's doing a lot better as an outfielder. So I know it's football season, and I know we're not. I know that it's not baseball season anymore, but I just want to touch base on that with Fernando Tatis Jr. and the San Diego Padres. So yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. That when he came back, it was actually the right decision, the smart decision to when he came back from that shoulder injury for them to take him off of being shortstop position and send him out way outfield. So send him in the outfielder. It's smart. It's So I just want to mention that. So yeah. And yeah, even though shortstop, if you shortstop, you have to throw it short, and then with outfield, you have to throw it like really, really far. And plus with with outfielder, you have the option to, if you have enough time, depending on where the opponent guy is, depending on where he is, if you have enough, if you see or feel like you have time to, you can like run in and throw it. But yeah, or you can just stand there and throw it. Really, if you don't have time, you just stand there, throw the ball as far as you can. And I was an outfielder because I could run really, really fast. So I was an outfielder. That's why, because I'm a really fast, I'm a really, really fast runner. So that's why at my school, our coaches / teachers put me as an outfielder every single year. Every single year, this whole entire 4 years I was at that school, they put me as an outfielder. So just saying. So let's go down the list and see who they're playing next. So tonight at 5:15 p.m. they're playing the Jets. And then next they're going to be going home, and the Raiders will be away, and so they're playing the Raiders. They're going to be on the road again, and they're going to be playing I don't really want to call them the Commanders. I still call them the Redskins. If I sound racist in any way possible, please do not comment that. Please do not do not like share this video in any way, shape, or form and call me a racist, because I'm not a racist. But what I am saying is, like, look, I don't mean, it's not because of, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not racist whatsoever. But the reason what I'm saying is that, and I hate that so many teams of all sports, I would say it's actually mostly baseball and football right now. Baseball and football are those two organizations. I still love watching and playing basketball. I love, watching football and once in a while playing football. But what I hate is that those organizations they think that it's racist of what the names are of the teams. It sucks. I mean, why switch it, And like with the Cleveland, I forget what their name was before, but that baseball team is now the Commanders, right? Or not the Commanders. No, these are Washington Commanders. I forget what the Cleveland team was, but the Guardians. My bad. Yes, the Cleveland baseball team. They are now the Guardians. And so is it really that big of a deal to keep it as it is? Whatever era in sports history, whatever era in baseball history, whatever era in football history, that all these teams like the Washington Redskins, the Cleveland, I forgot what their name was, but it, I mean, whatever it was, why they were named that back in the day, why is it now? Like it was a few years ago, I think, or I don't know, a year or so ago that it changed. I don't know what. I mean, come on. It's not being racist to keep the name. It's not. So are Bears gonna get upset over the Chicago team being called the Bears? No. Jaguars, seriously, like also Patriots too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't call that a different team, different name. Buccaneers as a pirate. If there's actual pirates that actually exist, are they going to be upset that there's a pirate on their pirate flag as the Buccaneers logo? No. Broncos, same thing. Cowboys, the star. Are actual Cowboys to this day and age? Are they going to get upset? The Cowboys? No. So I mean, it sucks that like, why is that? That's another thing I want to bring up in season 1, episode 1 is that why is it like that? Why is it with teams that it has to be like that? Why now that we have to change the names of certain teams in football and in basketball? I mean, in baseball. I mean, it's really. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to be. I don't mean to be. I hate to be a jerk to some people in this world, but sorry, but I'm still gonna call. I'm still gonna call this team here, the Washington Redskins, and same with the other teams as well. So, let's see, Cleveland Guardians. What were they before? Indians. They were called the Indians. I mean, does it really matter? Redskins, Indians. Does it really matter? I don't think so. So, with that being said, don't get upset at me because I don't have the will in me to call them the Commanders, call them the Guardians. Sorry, I don't. Because it is a name that those two teams had, that they've had for decades on end, centuries on end, or whatever, centuries, decades, whatever. And now it's the Commanders. Now it's the Guardians. Why? Whatever. Again, I'm not being racist, but if you're gonna hate me, call me a jerk, that's fine. But I'm sorry, but I don't mean to still call them the Redskins. I don't mean to call them still like the Indians, but that's how their team was. Those two teams were for a very, very long time. I don't know. I can't remember if there's any other football teams or any other baseball teams that were a different name back in the day. Football and baseball, even basketball, have been around as America's favorite 3 sports to watch on TV, to go to the game as well for forever. It's been America's 3 ultimate favorite sports to watch, whether it's on TV or if you can afford the tickets to go to the games. So again, but it's football and baseball that are changing the game, so to speak, in a bad way, I would say. Because with those two teams, in particular what I'm talking about, the Cleveland Indians, Washington Redskins, those two, it is what it is, right? When those two teams were created, when those two teams were, you know, figuring out what to call themselves for football, Washington, hey, Redskins, baseball, Cleveland Indians, right? And it's not to be racist in any way, shape, or form. It was just, hey, that sounded good. All right, cool, whatever. I guarantee you that by having them put their name as the Washington Redskins, the Cleveland Indians, you know, just using those two teams as an example. I don't know if any other baseball teams or any of the football teams changed because their name sounded racist. I don't know, and quite honestly, it does bother me still, and I guarantee you that there's no way, shape, or form, that when they when they create those two teams, that it's not to be racist. I guarantee you it's not to be racist in any shape or form. No way. Not a chance. There's no way at all possible that is to be racist. It is what it is. I wish it would have stuck that way, but again, it is what it is. But at the same time, I'm still going to call the Cleveland team the Cleveland Indians, and as far as football goes, I'm still going to call them the Washington Redskins. So for those of you out there that have Washington Redskins jerseys, T-shirts, backpacks, whatever you have, and it says Redskins on it, Washington Redskins, but it was the Washington Redskins, don't throw it away. Don't burn it. Don't do that. Keep them. And I hope that for those of you that do have memorabilia, or if you guys have shirts, jerseys, whatever, when they were the Redskins, it says Washington Redskins on it. Keep it. Same thing for those out there, Cleveland Indians, jerseys, hats, beanies, whatever, right? Lanyards, shoes, even sweatpants, what have you. For those of you out there that have those, keep it, okay? Because I think it's a piece of history that should have happened, as far as it being changed, the Commanders and the Guardians. It is still very bizarre that it's the Commanders so it's a piece of history, guys. So yeah, just please, whatever you can do, just keep those memorabilia if you have any. And, and for those of you that decided to burn it because it said Redskins, because it says Indians, my question to you is why? Why did you get rid of it? That's just my question. For those of you that got rid of those things, those memorabilia or jerseys or whatever, especially jerseys too, especially jerseys and t-shirts and sweaters. Why did you get rid of it? That's my question. So anyways, the game should be starting anytime soon. I'm gonna go make something to eat real quick and watch the game. So yeah, And I'll try to maybe go live and show you guys because um I have our Spectrum mobile or no Spectrum TV app on my iPad. So I will maybe go. I don't know if I want to go live. I don't know if I want to or not. But if I decide to, I decide to. If not, whatever. All right, anyways, guys, we'll see you guys later in the next few videos. Have a great rest of your night. And today we remember 9/11. That's another thing as well. I'm not sure to remember 9/11 every single year since that happened. And our hearts go out to the families of the victims that were killed, the Pentagon, the Twin Towers, and also on those airplanes. But definitely our hearts do not go out to those terrorists, right? Just the people that they hijacked, right, on the planes, and then the people that died in those buildings as well. And I think the reason why there was just a memorabilia, like not memorabilia, but a like fountain with everybody's names on it that died, that unfortunately passed away, instead of trying to rebuild the Twin Towers themselves, because it took years on end to build it, and I don't think at all it would we would be able to rebuild it. So but yeah, anyways, yeah, so say we remember 9/11. And then also our hearts go out to the families of the victims that passed away years later from smoke inhalation. Our hearts go out to them as well. All right, I'll see you all in the next few videos, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, do not comment that I'm a racist in any way, shape, or form, just because the only reason, again, I'm gonna say it one more time, the only reason why I still call them the Washington Redskins and why I call them the Cleveland Indians is simply because that's how they were long ago. However, why, whenever, however, whatever, the reason is, that's how it is. It's not to be racist for me to call, if you still call them the Washington Redskins, if you still call them the Cleveland Indians, you're not being a racist either. So for any of us out here, any of us that call them the Redskins, that call them the Indians, we're not being racist, okay? It's, and if anything, if I ever decide to buy a jersey or a t-shirt or a lanyard or whatever of the Washington Redskins, of the Cleveland Indians, it'll be old merch, right? When they were called the Washington Redskins, they were called the Cleveland Indians. I will never ever buy anything of the Redskins or the Indians, for while they're the Commanders and the Guardians. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? But again, I'm not being racist. I really wish that the NFL and MLB were not. I really wish they didn't think that way. That by keeping as the Redskins and keeping as the Indians, it's being racist. If we keep it's been like that forever and ever and ever, guys. It's not like, again, it's not. Again, I'm not being racist, and for those of you that are anyways. Thankful. We remember watching Rodgers and Randall Cobb, his longtime teammate at Green Bay, them walking off the field together back in January after the Packers lost to Detroit and missed the playoffs. Cobb said he thought that was it for both of them. Not only did Rodgers come back, he picked Cobb to come back with him. And Randall said, it's been great to see
it's Trent falling into the game again and having so much fun. Former Packer Alan Lazard is also now a Jet, and second-year wideout Derek Wilson said that the addition of Lazard and Cobb has been invaluable. They've been like translators, Wilson said, helping us figure out what Aaron